Hello everybody, and welcome to Stellaris. Last time we left off with Stellaris, we were a completely different species, and several different updates and DLCs have gone by since then. First off, I'd like to apologize for being gone for so long. I've had some life things happen, moved, job stuff, so that's kind of held me back for a little bit. And then number two, I'd like to apologize in the background if you hear cats. I've recently got two cats, and they are crazy, I'll just say that. Today we are starting to play the new DLC that just came out for Stellaris. It's called the Overlord DLC. I've played some of it before, just kind of understand some of it, but it's pretty interesting. Today we are the Interstellar Zelvan Kingdom. They are a xenophile, militaristic, materialist, and they are a warrior culture, but also diplomatic corps. The Zelvians prefer tropical areas. They are intelligent, quick learners, and strong, but they are slow breeders. They have syncretic evolution. I won't read all of that because I will show you the new species. So they developed alongside the Quiptilium. The Quiptilium are also tropical preference, but they are very strong and serviles. They're slow learners, and they're fleeting. They die a lot faster. And I'm going to go ahead and change their rights instead of residence to full citizenship, just because we agreed. There's a little story behind these two, and we'll go over that as we're playing. What are these two? We're going to make them full military service as well. And colonization will be allowed for these people as well. Maybe we'll not. Anywho. So the story behind the Zelvians and the Quiptilium is that there was what is called the Great War. It was a 30-year war between the Quiptilium and the Zelvians. And the reason for that war was because the Zelvians had become so advanced that the Quiptilium didn't like it. They felt inferior. They felt left behind. But they just couldn't grasp what the Zelvians had designed. They didn't understand how they designed those things. So they thought, instead of trying to figure it out themselves, because there was no way they'd be able to, take it. So a war between the Zelvians and the Quiptilium lasted for 30 years. Since there's not many Zelvians, not many Quiptiliums, as you can see there's 16 compared to 12, back in that war, there was half that. They had 11, they had about, I'm going to say about 8. Since then, they have grown, but they do not live as long. They only live 10 years. So the Quiptilium died quicker than the war lasted. Through that war, each side lost several thousand people. And eventually, after the 30 years were over with, the Zelvians had enough. They decided that this war would not end in favor of either side. So they decided to make peace by agreeing to help the Quiptilium, help them advance, and so they have done that. Their cities are more advanced, their cars, their travel, not just cars, because who knows what they use, their travel is more advanced, weapons are more advanced, and they now live in harmony with each other. They both rule the planet with each other. Of course, there is only one true ruler. It is our king. The very first king of the Interstellar Zelvan Kingdom is King Sapra Tauros, and they only hold election when the ruler dies. So, let us begin this new adventure with the Interstellar Zelvan Kingdom and our planet Alar, or our system Alar and our planet Laria. Excuse me. Alright, so I do want to go ahead and research energy grid, because I'm not that great with energy. It usually just kind of goes away for me. Food for sure. And let's look into maybe... I'm going to go ahead and go with coil gun, just because I want our population to be able to defend itself if it comes under attack. Building ships is not going to be an issue. It's going to be defending itself. Since the update's different for me, I played mods a lot with this game, so I don't really know what has changed since then. Unity is now what you use to purchase leaders, when before it was influence, or really cash is what they used. What they call energy. Research has started. Let us get our spaceship underway. I should have changed, I forget every time I go through this to change ISS to whatever else I want it to be. Usually I change it to, like, since it's Interstellar Zelvan Kingdom, it'd be IZK. Or IZ, it'd probably be like ZKS. Zelvan Kingdom ship. That's probably what I should have had it as. Interstellar Zelvan Kingdom is abuzz with news of alien life that was found. While hardly intelligent by Zelvian standards, the fascination being the fascinating beings defy easy classification and hint at immense complexities and possibilities of the universe. There's going to be a lot of apologizing in this video, I can tell you that, because sometimes I do not pronounce things correctly. That's just a thing of mine. First contact protocol. Also, before I get to read this, I have a habit of forgetting that I'm talking to you guys, so I'll just not read over something, make it go away, and then forget. I'm like, oh wait, I'm supposed to not do that. But first contact protocols. Our recent encounter with alien lifeform has reignited and made suddenly more urgent the old debate on how we should approach connecting any potential intelligent alien civilizations we may meet. While some advocate focusing on establishing friendly relationships as quickly as possible by contacting them with a message of peace, others advise caution, pointing out that we cannot know whether alien minds bear ill intent towards us, and that it might be unwise to let them know too much about us before it's necessary. It is wise to be cautioned, yes, but I think we will greet the Xenos with open arms. We want a federation of multiple species, intelligence, life, fighting with each other, working with each other. We don't want to hide things from each other. So we will greet the Xeno army with open arms. Policy on first contact protocol, set to proactive. This policy has the following effects. You cannot attack neutral entities. Other empires will find us easier to establish communications with. We gain 50% more influence from each successful first contact process, which is great. And first contact discovery speed is 10% faster, which is amazing. If we were to go cautious, we still cannot attack neutral entities. Other nations find it harder to establish communication with us. Negative first contact events are less likely to happen to us, and first contact target difficulty is 2%, or not 2%, plus 2. I still think we should greet the Xeno with open arm. We need to get our construction ship to finish building the mining station and research stations around our planets. The joint, what is that? Joint Expeditionary Fleet, I kind of like that name. There's a joint process between both sides. Yeah, definitely adaptable. So as we go through this game, I know at some point we're going to research a technology which lets us apply a template to our species. Our species will of course be the very first species to apply a template to itself. We're going to get rid of slow breeders. I do not want that at all in this. Eventually we will do the same thing to the Quiptilians by getting rid of their slow learning and fleeting and make them live longer, which would be great. Ilaria is a size 20 tropical world.
System survey complete.
System survey complete. We do have the militarist AI voice. This kind of fits this species. And like I said, they're not hateful. They're warriors.
Construction complete.
Construction complete. Let's go with I think we're going to go with Discovery, because that gives us, when we adopt it, it gives us Map the Stars, Edict, and Anomaly Research Speed, which increases to 20%. When we finish it, adopting all Discovery nutrition will grant the following additional effects. Research Speed, 10%, great. Grants access to the Research Cooperative Federation type, and it gets us one Ascension perk. Go ahead and adopt that one, because I think that's what we're going with. Usually what I go with for the very first, tradition. Sorry, I drew a blank there. What was it called? I don't really want to take that area because it's going to cost us, but that's a tropical world. Let's just go ahead and take the outpost or the system just so we can build up. What I want to do is have this area, and I'm really hoping that this is just like a planet by itself and that's it, because that means we have 2 cutoff points if we ever go to war. And there's a lot of planning when you play this game. This area, we don't know the name of this one yet, and hopefully if that's just by itself, this one will be 2 cutoff points. Install 2 stronger bases there. So if we ever go to war, we have 2 areas that are very heavily defended. I do want a faster than light travel inhibitor on both of those, so that way people can't just come through our system, they have to actually fight it. And let's go ahead and unpause this. You're going there. Let's look through our policies to make sure they're what I want. See, we don't want expansionist. We kind of want cooperative because it gives us more diplomatic weight. Envy improvement relations is better, and border friction is better. Now, operation costs are a little bit more, and so is the upkeep. But I just feel like that's better in the long run, even though that gives us. See, that's border friction though, and I don't want too much border friction. We're gonna go with cooperative, just to keep us a little bit easier on those. Habitable World Survey. We now know, without a doubt, that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Alaria. Both the scientific communities and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog life forms where we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable, life-bearing worlds. Committable initiative. So we do want another planet.
Updated.
Thank you for telling me the situation log was updated. I hope audio is great.
Anomaly found.
Give me a second, I read that. Because I haven't fiddled with it since I've moved. I left it the way it was at first. I'm hoping it's still the same. Surface writing. There is significant scarring on the surface of this world in a pattern that cannot be natural. From orbit, the massive rifts look almost like writing. You need to be level 2. I don't want to mess with that until you're level 2 because I want to fail. Let's go ahead and build another science ship. Where are you all going? You're going there.
Construction
So really, I'm just going to go
complete.
ahead and redo you and make you go here, here, here. Kind of make it a little bit easier because I don't think I saw those when I first started. Ooh, we have a gateway in the system. That's
Anomaly
good.
found.
Read that in a second. I like having gateways in these systems. Crash site. We have discovered an ancient alien starship lying half buried in the asteroid crater. You need to be level 2. We're going to leave that for now until you become level 2. Wait, why didn't you fully... That's weird. Oh, just give the new guy. Why didn't we get him that one? Because apparently he didn't finish surveying that one. I don't really understand. Maybe I clicked by accident and just wasn't paying attention. Who knows? Let's survey the system, and we're going to send you probably this way. Go here and just tell me where from there. It looks like... Usually you can kind of see a thin line like that one. I don't see one going from this one to there. Oop. The Grunur, I forget it. The ISS Izzard Grand crew, Garen crew are eager to report they have uncovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring species on 6467-394, who appears to have inhabited the planet some million years ago. Some 7 million years ago, sorry. While it is unclear why this species, who call themselves the Grunur, disappeared from the Trebor, I'm sorry, I'm pronouncing things are not correct. The Trebor system, our scientists have isolated a promising archaeological dig site on the planet. Perhaps further studying may yield more clues. Curious indeed. And I would like that planet. Contact report remnants. Zelvan xenologists are practically falling over themselves to publish their takes on the recent finding of alien life. This fevered storm in scientific community has had some negative yet temporary impact on pursuit on their fields. Hopefully, it'll be a good, one of those good, I'm trying to think of the word. Sometimes my brain just kind of shuts off. A good dig site. We'll go with that. Just a good dig site. Though that's not really what I meant. But we'll just go with a good dig site. Alright, so this... Okay, there we go. We'll like this one first before we get to that one. Why don't you go ahead and build that station while we're waiting. I definitely want Gertab with that gateway in that system, because that could be very useful. We have a new pop. We could use some more consumer goods, to be honest.
Construction complete.
Construction complete. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll be able to finish the consumer goods. To boldly go, a new age of exploration is upon us. As we once mapped the surface of our homeworld, we must now brave new terrain, space. This is a galaxy full of wonder waiting to be discovered. Ooh, survey speeds is better. And just game a chance is better. We'll go with to boldly go for now. Just that way we can survey planets faster. And you finished that, so come here, and yes, because that's a 12. That's a great planet to have, or great system to have. Yeah, well, not so much. I'm going to decide where you go once you get here. Try to expand too fast, but fast enough that we can at least take some of these areas before another species comes in and takes it from us, because we don't want to. I try not to get gridlocked. Because when I played the game last time, I was around... Wait, I'll read that in a second. I was around here, and I became gridlocked. Two species who hated my guts, both xenophobic, both warriors, while I was stuck here. So all I had to do was fight both sides. I ended up at war with both factions at one time. Luckily, another faction joined the war, not on my side, but just because they wanted some planets and make them a vassal of theirs. Interference. Ship sensors are picking up unexplained patterns of interference in the Branamath system. Research that, because I can tell by the way that the wait time is for that one. It's a little bit better. Let's have you do this little area.
Construction.
And then decide from there where you're going. Sonified science. The ISS Izrik Garen crew has succeeded in isolating a signal embedded within the unusual pattern of interference in the Branamath system. The signal is strong, a complex sonification of an advanced mathematical equation to be precise, and one that science officer Ganik Milcon cannot seem to get out of their head. Who or what may have composed this song remains unknown, though its complexity infers an incredible level of technological sophistication regarding subspace harmonics. This signal's geodesics suggests a point of origin from outside our galaxy. Curious indeed. Curious. More curious and curiouser as the day goes. So this video is probably going to be 30-40 minutes. This will be episode 1. I'm hoping to do some every time I'm in the middle of trying to explain something. It always does that. Anywho, I'm hoping to do one at least once every Friday for now, and then kind of go up from there. But we'll see. Promising moon. One of the small moonlets orbiting this gas giant has been identified as a promising mining site. A more thorough survey will have to be conducted to determine whether mining operation would be feasible or not. That the will have tripped me up there. Which one are you is doing that one? You are. So we want that one for sure. I guess I didn't tell you to do that. My bad. My bad. Oh, bad. Alright, we're going to go into our ships real quickly and kind of... Let's do... I want 5. And then reinforce that. Through hard work and experience, scientist Junak Vegas has developed new skills. Good. Precious Moon. A more detailed scan of one of the many individual satellites orbiting this gas giant Waldy 2 has revealed a deposit of precious metals and minerals that was overlooked in the initial survey. Although the moon is very small, it has a stable orbit around its primary and appears tectonically stable. Interesting.
Anomaly found.
Monoliths. You're 3, you're 2, so. Impressive structures litter Brandamoth 5's surface, practically begging for some archaeological work. Leave be for now, though.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Scientific breakthrough.
System survey complete.
Pop growth speed, which will even out
Anomaly
our other
found.
one. Yeah, definitely leaving that one alone. Pigment poison. Your Organa 3's toxic biosphere gives the planet a very unique color scheme. That's good. I'm so happy for that. If you heard that boom in the background, that would be my cat running into the wall. They're play fighting, so they're not usually the brightest in the world. But they are adorable. Biased on that end. Okay, fortify the borders, map the stars, survey speed, lobby chain. We'll do that one because it's gonna make everything faster.
System survey complete.
Database uplinks, high capacity quantum bands dedicated to databanks transfers make possible virtually completing synchronous research operations across vast distances. And lost research subsidies edict. And research station output increased by 20%. Research from starbase construction increased by 20% as well. Or science division. Number of science and medical officers has been increased through the fleet. The fleet organized into a special division. To support this corps of officers, new training programs have greatly accelerated the rate at which we commission new science officers. Yeah, do that one.
Initiating tactical.
Ooh, I got somebody. Science ship ISS Jal Torbak is invading a hostile alien fleet. News of alien ships humming through the ether has reached Alaria in many ways, ending this first chapter of the book of Interstellar Zelvan Kingdom's bid for stellar empire. Encounter in Sheet, I guess. Shakit. We have made first contact with this mysterious alien in the Shakit system. For now, we have codenamed them Yodha aliens until we can find out more about them. If they possess a language, we must decipher in order to establish communications. Are they just like... Okay, there are these guys. There are these guys. We will establish first contact with them, at least, to try. And this will be off limits. Yeah, off limits until we get that resolved. You just keep exploring. Why don't you explore here? Then here.
Construction.
Yeah, and just go this way.
System survey complete.
System survey complete. We found another gateway, or was that the guy entering? That was our... What? Where was that at? I'm totally confused. I'm guessing it's that one, but I don't see... Where is it? Well... Anywho, I'll just read it. We have located what we believe could be an ancient subspace gateway near Maw of the Truthsayer. It appears to have been part of a galactic network of similar stations which, when operational, allow for near instantaneous travel from one part of the galaxy to another. At some point after its initial construction, its connection to the rest of the networks were severed. It now offers only one valid destination, an uncharted group of stars just beyond our galaxy that astronomers have designated the L cluster. Even more intriguing, the gateway was built entirely of microscopic nanites of an unknown design. Although the gateway emits a faint power signature, it has been deliberately locked into some kind of maintenance signature. It has only been I'm sorry, I got lost there. Into a maintenance loop that prevents its activation. Until we find some way of aborting this process, the L cluster remain beyond our reach.
Situation
Logged,
log
updated. L cluster. We have learned of a mysterious star cluster somewhere just beyond the
System
sure
survey
of our galaxy. It
complete.
can only be accessed through the L gates, artificial subspace ports found in certain systems. These gateways have been deliberately disabled someone in for now. Yeah, pretty much what I just read. Oh, there it is. Okay. We discovered dark matter. I was so confused.
Anomaly found.
I don't know why I thought that the gateway that I knew was not an L gate was that an L gate. Okay, so we definitely have to have this as well because an L gate is great. An L gate could lead to very powerful things. I'm hoping that this also ends here and we can expand to this space and take all of this. Would be great. It would be great. I would like to have it. Pre-sapient species found. One species native to Ulyss 1 has, according to the ISS, Isaac Garen orbiting the planet, achieved a tentative mastery of the planet. Science officer Organic Micon proposes that we should monitor their development closely and maybe even help them along the process. Would be great. So where are you at? Over here. So they're on this planet? They are rack.
Anomaly found.
Let's see. Oh, we don't even see them on here. Okay. So we could colonize this planet. The irregularity we have the irregulatory we had designated as
Construction
as Yodhan aliens appears to be made of some sort of crystalline material. Curiously, it seems to be able to propel itself across the void and protect itself when necessary, indicating that it may be alive. Our researchers are working hard to find out more. Keep at it. I'd like to be able to make peace with them if possible. Sorry, I didn't read that one. Well, I can go to it and read it though. Life signs. We have detected life signs coming from somewhere beneath the barren and lifeless surface of this planet. What manner of organism could possibly live there? We'll figure it out. Construct a mining station. I'm tempted to go ahead and go down here and take this, because that would be great to have. Tempted, the keyword. Like that one.
Anomaly found.
Research as well. Curious signal. Although Ulyss 5 or 6 appears totally desolated and devoid of life, our scanners have picked up encrypted signals emitting from it. Research that as well. I'm tempted to do that because I don't see a line. Usually you can tell, even from this distance sometimes. So I think that's what we're going to do, is go take this one and then go here and take that. Silicone life forms. Some kind of burrowing silicone-based life form inhabits a vast network of tunnels beneath the barren surface of Tonatuia 1, as best as we can tell. The creatures feed off rocks, and there is evidence to suggest they possess a rudimentary form of intelligence. Their tunneling efforts have shifted large amounts of valuable material to the surface. Love labors lost. Having decrypted the signal, Ganik Mikon was astonished to discover it was broadcasting an archaic form of one of the main Zelvian languages, speaking in these, thus, thous, and whenceforth. It appears to be reciting one of the works of Juanik Mikon, a renowned Zelvan playwright who lived some 600 years ago. It appears that the broadcasting device, a simple satellite dish protected by a small shelter, is the only non-natural structure on the planet. There is no hint as to who left it here or why. But going by the wear and tear on evidence, it may have been there since shortly after the play was first written. Long before Zelvians learned the secret of space travel, we can only assume it was left there by ancient visitors to Alaria who took to a liking of the play and decided to pay our species a strange and unexpected tribute. A gift. We must find a way to thank the mysterious benefactors. You must thank them. Thank them for this opportunity.
Scientific
Pause.
breakthrough
We have
achieved.
another. So I'm looking. It looks like we could use some more food. Let's do that. More food for now. Decisions we have on this planet. Nothing much. Scientific breakthrough achieved. Let's do the whole armor. And keep going. Go ahead and upgrade our fleet. Make them more powerful.
System survey complete.
Thank you for surveying that. So it looks like we're going to have multiple here and here and here are going to be our cutoffs. Not what I really wanted, but
Our ships
Vodha,
have
oh,
been
stop.
made superior.
Vodha aliens. Our researchers have finished investigating the reports of extraordinary free-floating crystal-like objects observed in the Shakit system. Their findings are startling. Ship-sized objects and are slightly smaller but equally crystal-like satellites at first appear inert, but suddenly shift their orientation relative to our ships, and now energy signatures emerging from within the prisms indicate that they should be regarded as hazardous and approached with caution. Even should we not find a martial use for them, studying a shattered crystal would no doubt yield interesting results. I think, honestly, we can learn to coexist.
An alien empire wishes to
I do think we can coexist with them. Like I said, we are a warrior race, but we value life, not death. We don't like to kill, but we're good at it when we have to. That's the story I'm sticking with. Alright everyone, we have been going for about 30 minutes now, so I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. And I, this time, promise, I'll be back for more episodes. See you again. Thank you.